Support me on Patreon. My links are in the description. Hi everyone, it's Marina again. Just going to do another tutorial. It's going to be a sky. I took a picture. This is my photo. I took it of the sky when there was after a big storm, and I did nothing to the pictures. It's just beautiful clouds in the sky, and I took advantage of this great picture. So I just wanted to try it out with oil pastel. So it's one of my favorite mediums, and I'm using just a piece of paper. This is watercolor paper, but it's pretty thick, and I like the texture of it. This paper back here, I'm just using it as a backdrop. This is Canson paper. I could use that also. But I had a white in this one, so I want to do it with white. I have my pencil. I have some just some napkins to wipe my fingers, because when you're using oil pastels, you want to always keep your fingers as clean as possible after you've used one, because they get messy. And I wanted to mention that after a while, after using oil pastels, and they sit in a box or they get next to each other, they will get dirty. And then what happens is, if they're dirty, they will get onto your artwork and mess up a drawing, because they are, there'll be a blue and you're yellow, and then you have to scrape it off, and it can be a little bit annoying. So I went and I cleaned my pastels, the ones that I'm using. These are the ones that I've chosen to use. And so, okay, how I would start this is, I also have a rag here. Oh, the pastels that I'm using are Sennelier. They're soft, and they've got a really good pigment to them. So I really prefer these. So far, I prefer these. I might find others that I like also. And let's see, and that's it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm looking at this picture on my screen on my computer, so I'm just going to mark out some spots that I'm going to keep, very light spots that I'm going to keep a little bit, some little lighter tone, so that I know not to go in too deep into those. And this, I really don't even have, my plan is to just kind of have fun, and I hope it works out, kind of, because things don't always have to work out, and that's perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do is start with a blue, and as you can see, I already got purple on my blue, and that's kind of going to be okay, because I'm going to use purple right afterwards. So this is just a light blue, and I'm just going to take it. Now, if you notice, there's texture on this side. Let's see what this side is. Let's see, that's less texture. About the same. So, okay, I'm just going to come in like this and just go around my spots. And some of this is going to be purple, and here, all through there, and then kind of okay all the way down here. And then actually, this is going to get even lighter down here. So I'm going to take it some here. So really what I'm doing is, I really don't ever just set my mind to exactly what I see on my photo. I kind of do just, let myself have some fun, and use my own, let my mind interpret it in a way that is just the way that I want to do it. So you see, I just kind of scrub it with my fingers to see how that looks, and not bad. So I just do this way and that way, kind of very similar to how I paint with water, with oils. I do kind of a crisscross. I think that's what you're supposed to paint anyway on. Then, okay, so now I've got that. Oopsie. Here, something happened already there. There, see? There's exactly what happens. Okay, now, all right, so kind of thick, just looking at things. Now, if you notice, the top corner here is a lot deeper purple, and it gets lighter here. So I'm going to keep it like that. And then probably it gets much lighter down here, because it always gets lighter down towards the horizon. But anyway, so do that. So I do this scrubbing motion like that. And there you go. Then I'm going to come in with the purple up here. We'll see how that goes. Actually, I'm going to just go all the way down, and I'm actually even going to incorporate now. So I'm going to go a little bit darker up here because it's always darker up there. Then I'm going to grab my white, and this is going to really wreck my white a little bit, but I don't care. And there I go. Get some more white in there. And there. And then I'm going to add my purple again. Come in here like that. And I'm just going to literally mix it all up. Okay, there's some purple. There's purple in here too, so it'll work out. Then I'm going to wipe my fingers here. It is going to be a messy experience. I'm just going to move it around. Again, I might want to wipe my finger again. Move this around. Here's a really nice dark purple. Move this around. And that's got some really pretty color there. Here. I'll probably do some time lapse on this because this is, you may not want to watch me just doing this. If you notice in that purple, as it comes up here a little bit more, I just keep wiping my hands and taking it up, see if I want more there. And then, you know, I'll even go back in with, again, wet my hands. Maybe I'll try and get some of that blue to come out. Coming at the bottom, pulling it up. And then I just am making just shapes because clouds are can just turn in, or just have just general shapes. They don't really have like a, it's just like the wind pushing them in different directions. And some of this, again, I tell you, I'm using my imagination for some of this stuff, so. Now I will come in probably a little bit here. There I go, take all this off. There I go. Here. And there. Now, believe it or not, you can see this is a lot of work here. There. Now, I just want, now because I don't really like photo, I'm not someone who's going to try to do the photo. I have to interpret it myself. So, I'm leaving my mark on nature. So there's that now. Okay, so I like that. Now I'm going to come in here a little bit lighter there, a little bit more there. Come in here. Bring that out a little bit more. Bring it down more. I can scrub it up and just bring it in. Mix it all together. And as I do, I'm going to put in some orange, so there we go. All right, now, okay, so what you do is, so then some of it, like right over here, we're going to get a little bit more orange. We'll take some of that off and bring it here. Just come in a little bit here. See, I can't throw my pieces because then I, oops, either I got a little bit more purple, but scrub it in there like that. And then I'm going to bring this over here like that. And there, scrub some more. There we go. So keep washing, keeping my hands from what color I want to use and not the color that is going to come off on it. Okay, so there. Now, all right, so now I'm going to come in with a deeper purple, but mostly I'm going to start out with this orange. It looks like it's kind of a yellow orange, so I'm literally going to be really careful and come in. Hold on, I need more. Did I put my? I couldn't have used it all, right? Oh my goodness, did I? Huh? Okay, so I'm gonna come in here and scrape this. There. Now, when you're using a color on top of a color, it is about, where did the yellow go? Here it is. And here's the other yellow. When you're using a color on top of a color, I'm going to peel this off because I'm going to take it like this. Now, yellow can make things muddy because it's the contrasting color. So you got to be really careful. Keep your pastel clean. Keep wiping it down. Here. Keep it clean. Don't let that. And then you're really just laying it on top of the one color of that other color. Now, I'm going to see if it's going to work by just, so I have to hold this really kind of on the corner. I suppose I could. Right there. Okay. Come in with that yellow orange. Again, trying to keep it clean. And then I'll try a red. Come in here a little bit. Oh, that's not a good red. Here. All right. And then a purple. Here, come on here. See, some of it did get a little bit muddy, but that's okay because I can fix that. And then I'm going to mix it in a little bit here. Oh, see, orange yellow was on my hands. So now I have this cotton blouse that I used to have. And I'm going to just bring it in here. So really what I'm doing is I'm barely touching that, the border of that yellow. And I'm sure I could have, I'm going to bring it down a little bit. And I'm going to come in here again with another orange. Or actually I'm going to try the red. But I don't know, here's this red that I think I'm missing a red that would look really good, so I'm going to try this one here. This is a bigger stick. It's another Sennelier. I'm going to wash it real fast just on one side because I'm just going to scrape it down. Hope I'm talking loud enough. There I go. So here I go. I'm going to come in here, meet the two colors, come in here with some yellow. And as you can see, you cannot be afraid of mixing things up, even if you make a mistake. Tough luck, not a problem. Just keep going, don't stop. That's kind of the thing, do not stop. Then I'm going to come in here with that. I'm sure there's, let's see, so here, I'm going to go in here like that again. And then here, because this is going to be like that here. And let's see, here we go. See, sometimes when you get too much color on color, it just doesn't want to stay. But you know what? If you move the pastel around a little bit, and then you can always come back and I'll show you. always come back and take some off. That's like a really great thing that is. Okay, now, come in here, come in there, see what this happens. And I'm using all my different sides of my fingers, and just, so I'm really doing this motion up, and then this motion down. See, I actually did have some of this on my board, so it got on here, but that's okay. Again, there you go. Now I would go like this, and just some of it's going to be, I'm just going to just barely touch some of that there, so that I'm not mixing it, I'm just dabbing it now. And there we go. I am going to come back again with a different color. Now, so see if you can tell I am not mixing it. I am just pushing it out a little bit. There. There's this, that. Now, wipe my hands again. I'm going to come in with oh, here we go, yellow here. Now, see, the yellow can sit right on top of this here. Just make some shapes that look like whatever I'm doing. There, come down there, and then it comes across. Kind of goes this little shape here. See, I just have no, I don't necessarily listen to look at what it looks like. It should be, it could be, and or not. There we go. Now I'm going to come in again. What's this? So there's it now. Just barely moving that in here. Just again, wiping my fingers again. Back like I'm doing, using my hand as a paintbrush. All right, now I'm going to come in with my blue here. Get lighter up here, so I'm coming here like that again, kind of doing the same thing that I was doing before. Coming in like that here, and then maybe in here a little bit there, and then a little bit of white, maybe down here more. Again, wipe this out, wipe this here, and then I'm going to come in here too, maybe get rid of some of this pigment here a little bit, just cut off the edges a little bit here so that it doesn't look so, the edges aren't so sharp. I will be also and then so some of it, like, so some of this is, here's something there. Okay, so there. Now I'm going to come in. Now, this is not exactly the way this looks, but that's exactly what I want. Is it for not to look the way it's supposed to look. I think that things cannot always be what they look like they're supposed to be on a picture. I think you've got to do your own interpretations of things. Now I'm going to bring the yellow back because I think that, and the orange. Make it a bigger, brighter orange, and then I'm going to use a different yellow too. This is more of a, I'll take this up here. Okay, there's like that. And then this is the lightest orange yellow of all. Now this is a little hard with my, because I'm actually okay, so there we go. And I think that really it's just about not being scared about what you're using. There we go. You can see I did there some marks like that. Now I'm going to keep all these. Okay, I'm so mostly talking in my head, it feels like. So now clean my hands again, keep them, because now I want to go in with these different colors. And just now I'm not touching very, I'm barely touching, as you can see, and letting some of the sky come through, taking it up here, and that, oh, there you go, that's another thing you can do. So I'm going to come in here, so I got to keep wiping my hands so that I don't contaminate the other colors when I don't want to. And there. So there, and then I'm going to work my way down here. Now see, some of the color actually want to come on there, so I'm going to move it a little bit. And then this one I'm going to take over here. And this I'm going to just bring here, mix these in here. And see, I've got this yellow, so I want to kind of keep it on the top, because I'm actually just layering oil on top of oil. So I want to keep some of the the yellow layer up on top of this. And then just wipe it down like that. Now I'm going to go this way too, this way again, and then bring this whole thing, I'm going to bring this orange over here. There's some orange there. I'm going to bring it over there. I'm going to bring it, so I'm just pulling the top layer over to the corner, and I'm just shifting my hand a little bit so that I'm making like there. All right, now let me think here. I think I might want to just go up a little bit with a little bit more blue here. Make this corner the most. So there I go, back down. Lightly touching and creating textures is what it looks like I'm creating. And then I'm letting the sky peek through. Here's some sky in here. I'm gonna just kind of give a little bit of a, so there, really, again, so now I'm layering this. And there's my interpretation, and I think I'll do another one, but I'm going to have to get a red, which I didn't have on hand. But anyway, I think it looks pretty, and I could even go over to this side over here. Let me see here. I don't want to do that. I would probably take more of an oily yellow or orange. Go back with the orange and come in here on top. So really, I see how I get that purple on there, so I'm going to wipe it down. I'm going to come in again, purple. I'll show you this. See that purple? Wipe it off. So I'm just cleaning my oil pastel so that the color is the only thing that shows up on it, not the purple that's underneath it. And I'm going to just totally block this whole section out like that, and keep cleaning my purple, my orange, making it much more dramatic. There we go. Oh, again, here I go. And I can't go over the same side. And then here I go. So really, this is a very soft, pastel. So you've got a lot of control once you get used to. So then I can literally leave this like that as texture on it. I could come in here, add some more texture to it, and then I would come here. Then I can take my yellow, and now see how I got, and then I can do the same thing here. Do some texture here, some texture here, there's texture there. Clean it. Do some more texture there. Here's some more. Put that there. Bring this in like that. And texture there, and then I can even add some texture here. There. So I could come over this here, and now you've got to be really careful here. Just barely touching it. I kind of like it this way though, so I'm going to keep it. So that's how I would interpret that. And with using these particular colors. And so I hope you enjoyed this. I had a great time. And I will do some more tutorials. I think this is a lot of fun. Okay, thank you. Thanks so much. Remember to subscribe.